Are you sick and tired of being broke? Because I am. So, this video is basically a bullish case for Bitcoin and how to use it to create generational wealth and basically one-up your class in America, right? If you're lower class, if you're upper middle class, if you're high class, like whatever class you're in, Bitcoin is the way that you're going to elevate out of your class, right? So if you're a paycheck to paycheck wage earner, Bitcoin is your only hope, because if you're denominating in U.S. currency or any fiat currency for that matter, you're being robbed blind, right? The Federal Reserve prints and it's all inflation, and your buying power goes down. That's why gas is almost back up to $6 a gallon where I'm at. It's ridiculous. But the point of this video is basically you need to buy Bitcoin now, right? Like, full disclosure, not financial advice, financial entertainment, but in this video I'm going to make a bullish case of why you should, but the decision's up to you. Do your own research and look into it, get bullish. But the fact that Howard Lutnick, the Secretary of Commerce, partnered with SoftBank, Tether, you can find this on a CNBC article I just saw this morning, that Howard Lutnick and different partnerships raised $3.6 billion towards a Bitcoin venture. And then Trump Media, the sitting president of the United States, his media company put $2 billion into Bitcoin. Now, I don't know if you know this, but there's insider trading, okay? I am totally against it. I think all public officials, I don't know what the answer is, but I think you should put like a freeze on all public equity trading when you're in public office, because I still think there's I don't think you should have to sell your stock holdings before you go into public office, but it's like without doing that, there's still a chance of lobbying, because let's say you got a bunch of stock into ExxonMobil. Okay, you got a bunch of stock in ExxonMobil while you go into public office, and next thing you know, your interest is in ExxonMobil and its success, right? So you have a bias there. And so I don't know what the answer is, but I do know insider trading happens, and it's ridiculous, and that's why all these career politicians are multimillionaires, while you and me are the brokies, right? If you're tired of being broke, Bitcoin's your answer, right? We're early enough, and we haven't reached asymmetric velocity yet, where you can make a real difference by buying Bitcoin, even if it's $20-$50 a paycheck, whatever you can do. Like, watch Mark Moss. If you haven't heard of him, look him up. He's great. He's amazing. He goes deep into the analytics, basically making the case for Bitcoin, and he's very smart when it comes to the macroeconomics, right? He's a multimillionaire. He's basically made venture capital funds that basically do amazing things. He's been investing in Bitcoin since the early days. Amazing guy. Look him up. Mark Moss. And so essentially what I'm trying to get at is, dudes, you guys we're so early. Not everybody knows about Bitcoin. Some people still think it's a scam. Like, there's so much upside of Bitcoin. You can 100x, 1000x. For every dollar of Bitcoin you buy, that's potentially $100, $1,000. Let's say you put $100 into it, times it by 100. What do you get? $10,000 for a $100 investment. Basically, if you put $50 a paycheck, right? 26 pay periods a year. You put, what's that? Or $100. Let's say $100, round number, $2,600 a year, right? $2,600. Add 2 zeros to that. What is that? That's $260,000. And if you haven't watched my latest video, STRC, you can retire getting $50,000 a year with only $500,000, right? Michael Saylor with MSTR ticker symbol company strategy is making a preferred stock, paying 11.5% dividends, and he's fixing the retirement crisis. He's tapping into the biggest the biggest market there is, fixed income, trillions and trillions of dollars, and he's offering a product that's far superior, triple or even quadruple better than the going rate of anything else on the market. So if you're bullish on Bitcoin, strategy MSTR is a leverage bet on Bitcoin. So if you want to look into strategy, look at Michael Saylor. He's the executive chairman, and he was the founder actually. But what I'm getting at, guys, if you're sick and tired of being broke, paycheck to paycheck, the way to get out is buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin's how you're going to do it. And so I'm telling you, dudes, look up Bitcoin, do your research, figure out what it is, why it's important, what makes it special. And I can tell you right now what makes it special. There's only 21 million that will ever exist. It's finite. It's the only finite commodity in the world ever. Right? Dollars, if you're trying to get rich on dollars, they're just going to print more, your buying power gets less, and you can't buy anything in 20 years because guess what? Hamburgers, back when my grandpa was a kid, he would see a movie, buy candy at the movie, popcorn for 10 cents. 10 cents. When he was a kid, he talked about gas being 10 cents a gallon. And now where I live, $6 a gallon for my diesel. It's ridiculous. What I'm getting at is they print dollars. Federal Reserve prints dollars. You're never going to get ahead. Gold's had a run up in the last year. I mean, other than that, it's been like stagnant with inflation. Anyway, but gold, I like gold. I have some gold. But I'm telling you, the way to get past the hurdle rate and to actually create wealth on a low income and being broke is Bitcoin. So I'm telling you guys to take 10, 15 minutes, look at Michael Saylor, watch a video and try to get invested, learn about this thing, because every moment you're not, like, you're missing an opportunity, a life-changing opportunity, right? And then a lot of people's time horizon is like, oh, get rich quick. It's like, this isn't a get rich quick thing, all right? If you want to do that, day trade or do some other side hustle. Bitcoin is for those with a long time horizon. So long meaning 10 or more years. And it's going to return more than anything else, right? All these people trying to get real estate courses and all this jazz. It's like, you can literally buy Bitcoin, do nothing, right? It's not hustle culture. Like, all you got to do is buy Bitcoin and hold it, right? That's what Austrian economics is. It benefits the savers, right? Keynesian economics, it's inflationary. Things get more expensive. But Austrian economics, there's a base layer of a finite asset, a finite store of value, and Bitcoin fits that bill. So if you hold Bitcoin and there's only a limited supply, and there's more and more demand, more and more people, the network builds, everything's going to get more valuable. It's like the internet in the early days. You know, when I was little when that happened, but I can still remember. You could buy domain names for $1 or $2 or $10 or whatever, and now you have domain names that are millions and millions of dollars. It's like, dudes, if you just would have put $10 into domain names or something into the internet protocol when it was happening, you won. Your returns were incredible, and this is what Bitcoin is. It's the monetary protocol of bringing the out-of-date financial systems that haven't been updated since the early 1900s. We still, in banking, it takes 2 to 3 days to finalize a transaction. Right? Banks are closed on the weekends. I can't transfer my money on the weekend. Are you freaking kidding me? But then you have up-and-coming projects and exchanges like Robinhood, SoFi, that offer instant payments with fees. But it's like Bitcoin is the apex asset. There's nothing better. Like Michael Saylor says, look him up. There is no second best. Bitcoin is how you're going to get rich. Bitcoin is how you're going to not be broke. Right? It's not a get-rich-quick thing, okay? If your time horizon's a year, it's volatile. It could go down. And volatile, what's the quote? Volatility is vitality, right? That's another quote from Michael Saylor. The dude's a genius. If you're not bullish on Bitcoin, watch some of his podcasts, watch some of his clips even. There's YouTube Shorts or TikTok Reels. I don't care what you use. Look him up. He's freaking amazing. But I don't know. I was just driving to work. I wanted to shoot from the hip again. And guys, we are so early in Bitcoin. And it's like a fire sale right now. Literally, it's the entry point right now, March 31st of 2026, is an amazing entry point. The price on this thing is amazing, where it's like, if you were ever going to buy some Bitcoin, buy it now. I'm not talking I gotta throw everything into it. Just if you have a brokerage account, you can buy Bitcoin. I don't like spot Bitcoin and ETFs. I think I told you guys that before. Basically derivatives, and basically it's just like paper. It's like silver ETFs. It's just like, is it really backed by the silver? And then they can leverage, and it's just a bunch of financial Wall Street games when it comes to this big spot Bitcoin ETFs. But, I mean, watch a 10-minute video and figure out how to buy Bitcoin in your retirement account. Like there's, I think 40-some of the states allow you to buy and hold Bitcoin within a retirement account and stuff. You just gotta work with your brokerage, or basically it depends on your brokerage too. But guys, this is an opportunity of a lifetime where it's like in 20 years, when your buddies are talking about they're never going to be able to retire, guess what? You can live your life. Like, you will be in a, like, if you're sick and tired of paycheck, this isn't going to solve it in a month. This isn't going to solve it in a year. What this is it's long-term thinking, right? It's an investment into your future, where you're not looking at what you're going to get in a year. You're looking at what this thing's going to be in 20 years, like the internet. If you had a 1-year time horizon for the internet, .com bubble, boom, everything crashes. Oh crap, that was a horrible idea. 20 years later, everything we do is on the internet. Everything. Multi-billion-dollar corporations, trillion-dollar corporations, Amazon, like Amazon.com, Netflix. All these things were because of the internet. All these things were built on top of the internet protocol. And I can't even begin to fathom what's going to be built on this Bitcoin protocol, right? The internet's a protocol. Bitcoin is a protocol. It's a commodity. It's a store of value in the fact that there's only 21 million coins or units that will ever exist. But the cool thing is, it's so divisible. Like, you can have 0.00001 of a Bitcoin, and that's referred to as a Satoshi. But it's infinitely divisible. It's the best thing ever. Like, if you're not bullish, just hear me talk. I mean, go look up Mark Moss, Michael Saylor, all these guys, and you can't tell me that you're not going to get bullish. So like I said, not financial advice, but this is a strong scream to do your own research. And I'm trying to make a case for Bitcoin, guys. I have put in the time, watched the podcast, and my whole outlook on life has changed. Right? I was very depressed and hopeless about my situation. I'm like, I can never get ahead. And I still, like, bills are still tight. I still struggle. But I have hope for the future. In 20 years, I have a hope that I can retire my wife. I have a hope that I can retire myself. I have the hope that I'll have a nest egg, that I'll have assets, that I'll be in a better spot in 20 years than I am today because of ownership of Bitcoin. Right? I have ownership of a finite resource, real estate. I would love to have an investment property. But guess what? My pockets aren't deep enough to get into real estate. And guess what? Like Austin, they build so many houses there. Well, not critiquing that at all. I love Texas housing policies. Basically, they build, and the price of housing actually comes down. Cost of rent comes down. And it's like, from an investment standpoint, that lowers your return. So it's not the best. So it's like, there's no risk when it comes to Bitcoin. I mean, this is an asset that, like, early days, like, yes, there was risk, but though high risk, high reward, those early investors got their freaking rewards with like tens of thousands of % of return. If you put $1 in, that means $10,000. That means you put $100 in, that would have been $1 million. If you put $100 in Bitcoin, you would have had $1 million. But risky, it could have went to zero. But guess what? We're above $1 trillion market cap in this thing. Now, $1 trillion. The President of the United States company, Trump Media, has invested $2 billion into this thing. And Counter Fitzgerald and Howard Lucknick and SoFi and a couple other companies, CNBC article, look them up, fact check me. $3.6 billion venture into this thing. Billions of dollars from people within the government, within positions of power, are investing in this thing. So if you don't want to be left behind and broke, look at Bitcoin. Buy some. Like, I'm not financial advice, but guys, there's an opportunity here. Look it up. Get bullish. Get excited. You don't have to be broke anymore, guys. There's a way out. There's an escape hatch. So look into it. Bitcoin. Appreciate your time. If you like this content from the hip, me just ranting on, feel free to subscribe, and I'll keep doing it. Thanks.